Hennig fans. Hello and welcome to another episode of Nobody Beats Curt Hennig. Nobody. This is episode 76, guys. Trying to keep, at least a couple of weeks in between, the next one that I, do or record or whatever. So this is as of February 20th that we're recording this. And you're probably up to episode whatever right now. But I just wanted to welcome you to the show, of course. Again, my voice is a little, shall we say, still recovering. And I forgot my drink. I forgot my water. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this. I'm not sure the jobber's name that Curt faces this week, but it's only like a 4-minute match. So we're definitely going to watch some other matches. I have some pulled up. Adrian Adonis. Adrian Adonis, the Midnight Rockers, and Bob Orton. I don't know if that's senior or junior. I'm thinking it might be junior. And it might be senior for all I know. I'm thinking it's probably junior. And then we have Dustin Rhodes, Sting, and Brian Pillman versus Rick Rude, Paul Orndorff, and Steve Austin with Colonel Parker. So we're definitely going to talk along to those matches as well. And then, of course, we'll watch like one more match and then get to Curt's match, of course. I'd like to thank everyone again for giving me the well wishes. Unfortunately, with the state of things as they are, I mean, it snowed today here in Pennsylvania. I know. And next week it's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s. So my sinuses are kind of like, I don't know what to do here. So, but anyway, I probably will take like a 5-minute break to go get my water. Not sure how long I can sustain without water. It does kind of calm my voice down and make my voice sound a little better. But I will try to keep the coughing to a minimum because I am, here, and I will be commenting on the show, of course, or the matches that we watch. Anyway, let's get to one. So we're going to start with the Midnight Rockers and Adrian Adonis and Bob Orton. So give me 1 second. Okay. And like I said, please follow this history of the wrestling around the world. He does some really great matches here. I'm bookmarking as much as I see that I want to go over and watch with you guys. So, if you can and you want to see the matches, even if I don't have a lot of Hogan matches, and that's because I really just didn't want to watch Hogan matches all the time. Wasn't a big Hogan fan, more of a Curt Hennig fan. We do have a match coming up. I will try to find that between Curt and Jerry Lawler. So I think it was for the belt. He drops the belt to Lawler in 1988 so that he can go to, like a week later, he would be going to WWF. So, okay, here we go.
This match is for the Tag Team Championship of the World. 60-minute time limit. The challengers from New York City, weighing 290 pounds. The adorable one, Adrian Adonis.
Oh, no loving for Adrian. I see how it is.
And his partner from Kansas
It's
City,
Bob Orton Jr.
He weighs 256 pounds. Ace Bob Orton.
This is AWA, it looks like.
You're gonna get action. Hello again, everyone, from coast to coast. I'm Rod Trongard with Donna, and this is for the Tag Team Championship of the World. A 60-minute time limit. And no doubt, no tougher opponents for the champions, the Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Oh boy. I really wasn't much for Shawn Michaels, but I mean Marty Jannetty was okay, and I liked Adrian Adonis, and of course I just saw some shoot interviews with Bob Orton Jr. So he's talking about Randy and stuff. So yeah, wow.
The Beach.
Uh-oh. Now wait a minute.
Obviously, the Rockers have their work cut out for them. These two outweigh them a little, of course, in weight and size, but their speed and agility, they may wear on these two fast, and it should be a non-stop action-packed match. The crowd's ready for it. The Rockers are ready.
I'm not sure if who is commentating there. It doesn't sound like Sherry.
And you saw the sign a bit ago, the beach, which reminds me of places like the Hawaiian Islands. And we're going from Montreal to Maui and from Houston to Honolulu. Coast to coast and continent to continent. It's Marty Jannetty first in against Adrian Adonis.
You know, Adrian told me long ago he always liked to have an ace. Now I know what he meant.
Oh my.
Ace Bob Orton.
Oh my. Ace Bob Orton is in there, and Marty Jannetty hangs onto that side headlock. You never know.
Oh, he's called Ace. Okay, Ace instead of Cowboy.
And there's Shawn Michaels looking on very intensely, watching very, very closely. However, he can help his tag team partner, Marty Jannetty, who has just taken a shot to the ribs from Bob Orton.
Oh, good move. Oh,
and
right.
Orton takes a drop kick. He didn't get it all, but it sent him onto the corner where he came in hard contact with that top turnbuckle.
Well, Rod, you said you don't know what I'm going to come up with. I don't think anyone knows what the Rockers are going to come up with. That's why they are the champions and surprise all these teams.
And Shawn Michaels now tagged in and hooks onto that side headlock on Ace Bob Orton. Marty Miller is your referee.
Well, Ace is proud of the fact that he did follow in his father's footsteps, not only in tough style, but in aggressive attitude. His father, Bob Orton Sr., very prominent in the 40s and 50s, was a big man himself, 6'3", 240 pounds. And Bob is proud of the fact he has taken after his father so well.
The atomic drop on Ace Bob Orton.
Send him on rubber leg street on that one.
After that hard right hand by Marty Jannetty, and then Shawn Michaels grabs that side headlock and puts him on his back again. Shawn Michaels, great camera work by the camera crew here from remote possibilities out of Fargo, North Dakota. And great lighting by the Faro Lighting of Rapid City, South Dakota. We're in Minot at the Minot Municipal Auditorium.
And here
Minot, North Dakota. Look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Double teamed him.
That did not go how he expected.
Oh, I guess so.
That is a move. Adrian's sorry he stepped in there now.
I really didn't think I would ever see one man do that to the likes of Orton and Adonis.
Do you know that Adrian offered to do a makeover on me?
I beg your pardon?
Adrian offered to do a makeover on me. Of course, I got one look at his makeup kit, and I really wasn't thrilled over his color selection. It was a little too vibrant. A little too vibrant for me. Sorry,
Adrian Adonis, via the Flower Shop, New York City.
Speaking of New York, perhaps when New York was selecting the nickname Apple for their fine city, they got a look at Adrian, and that's when they decided to add Big.
Uh-oh. Marty, this is a wild run. However,
Again, that did not go as expected.
he was able to duck out of the way.
Adrian's
And
had look out like a
Adonis
raging bull.
is very, very upset. And Ace Bob Orton takes a hard right hand.
Well, the people love to hate these two, Adrian and, of course, Bob Orton, and they don't mind it at all. That's their style. They're rough, they're tough, and they don't really care about the crowd anyway.
And I think we're seeing a little bit different technique here by the tag team champions of the world, at least up to this point in time. Not that they are more cautious, but they aren't quite as wild or something. Maybe because they haven't faced the likes of Orton and Adonis before. And they're going through what they hope is a softening up process. And then...
Well, they're doing it smart. They're keeping Orton in there, not being able to...
Uh-oh.
Adrian, but here...
Orton has got Shawn Michaels where he wants him and puts the backbreaker on him. And, here is Adrian Adonis.
The Terminators, the Masters of Disasters. That's what they call themselves.
Oh.
We see it here. Oh, my. Oh, he doesn't need cookies on that one.
Wow. Shawn Michaels with his head driven to and almost through the canvas. And now he takes an elbow smash from Adonis.
And you recall, Adrian has eliminated. There's the reversal.
Wow.
Oh, wow. He almost took his head off there.
The Empire State Building. Oh. Well,
Michaels really taking a pounding here in the last.
Shawn was an okay seller. I don't know. I wouldn't say overseller. Maybe later on in his career, maybe he was an overseller, but not much of a seller here. I mean, a good seller, like okay.
So they are a devastating.
Oh! He held him up there for a good 15 seconds and then sent him crashing to the canvas.
He came down like a bomb.
Wow.
He's got to get over and take the Marty. He's got to do that right now, but of course they're not going to let him.
And he doesn't really have the senses with him to do that very thing.
That looked like that hurt.
And look at this double hook of the arm. And up and over and down goes Shawn Michaels. And it looked like a three count, but Michaels instinctively was able to kick out. Orton now with a bear hug.
I know Marty's just itching to just jump in there and help him. And it's just, this isn't fair now. There's both of them, and then Marty ought to just jump in.
You hear the roar in the crowd. Left hand here by Adrian Adonis. An elbow smash and all of this punishment from both Adonis.
What are they saying? I can't hear them. I mean, I can hear them, but I can't understand what they're saying.
Marty
Jannetty has to be chased.
stretching him like Gumby.
And all of this time, Orton choking the life out of Shawn Michaels.
They don't care how they want a match. They'll do anything, any maneuver.
Absolutely.
And they are really working over Shawn Michaels at this point. Marty's got to get in there and soon.
And they're not letting up. And of course, that's the mark of a good tag team, whether it be a tag team or individual. Once you got a man in trouble, you keep him there. And that's exactly what the combination of Adonis and Roberts is doing.
Well, I've seen Adrian involved in some pretty...
Oh, I hear it. It's rock and roll. Okay.
Believe it or not.
I'm like, what are they saying?
I meant Orton, of course. Bob Orton.
Oh, now look.
Michael just can't get over the corner.
Referee getting out of there. Referee ought to be counting Adrian out. Like I said, I've seen Adrian involved in some pretty intense weightlifting recently. However, he was doing it with a fork in one of the past New York restaurants.
Hey, now. Be nice to Adrian Adonis. He was a cool guy, I heard.
Well, Orton and Adrian. Oh, he's going to go for it. If he can inch his way over to that corner.
4 right hands.
Which he needs to do.
5 to the head of Orton. Now Orton hugs him and gives him a running clothesline and puts him on his back right in the center of the ring. And Shawn Michaels stays in trouble.
You just can't stop these two. They both started it. What do they got in store for?
Oh! A slingshot.
If he isn't dead on this one, I don't know, Rob. I hope he can
Only
get out. Oh, no.
Knees right to the stomach.
Calling with every bit he's got left in him. Adrian's into Tomorrowland.
This entire 10 minutes.
The crowd is going crazy here. They're on their feet. And he just couldn't do it.
Adonis does tag Bob Orton.
Orton. Oh, what? I don't see how he can continue on. The referee, he may have to stop this.
Bomb after bomb is thrown by Bob Orton.
Marty, that just couldn't stand it any longer.
He may have saved the match momentarily. Adrian Adonis is back in without a tag. And Marty Jannetty is protesting. But Marty Miller did not save.
Meanwhile, choking now with daylights on his son. He was just in that other corner.
Adonis and Orton may about to be resting. The
Oh,
tag
no.
team
I don't want to
championship
look.
belts from the Midnight Rockers. Here is a running power slam on Shawn Michaels from the anywhere from 290 to 400-pound Adrian Adonis. Marty Jannetty coming over and giving his partner a helping hand.
Well, it's a lot to pull off, but he managed to save that pin.
And save the championship in the process.
Marty needs the help of the crowd. Maybe they can get Shawn going here. What he's got left in him.
Trying to get him back in it. The crowd and his partner.
Orton and Adonis with a great amateur.
Wow, here we go.
Started at a young age. Adrian at age 12.
Whoa.
Orton at age 9.
And this could be Marty Jannetty on a referee to come in. Now Jannetty is being chased.
Bye-bye, Shawn Michaels.
Out goes Shawn Michaels. But the referee, Marty Miller, did not see Michaels tossed from the ring.
Well, I got to I feel for the referee. And it's so hard in a tag team. You've got to have eyes in the back of your head.
And, of course, when you're in there with a combination as ring-wise and smart as Adonis and Orton.
Rock and roll, huh? Yeah, rock and roll.
And here they do it again.
Shawn's got to get on the other side of the ring and jump in.
I mean, he's got to get out of there. I mean, they've been pounding on him for what, 10, 15 minutes?
Again, the referee being
about 10 minutes. Don't want to over-exaggerate, right?
Jannetty now going over to check on Shawn Michaels.
I'll be surprised if he can make it back in the ring for that 10 times. Oh, no, he's down.
Adrian Adonis
get out of hand here.
Hammering away on Marty Jannetty.
Oh, Shawn, get on the other side.
Out of the ring is Orton.
Turn around, ref. Look at how Adrian's blocking the referee's view. Oh, this is getting wild.
Here's where you need a pair of referees.
But he's also stopping the count. You know, Adrian is also stopping the count. So that's interesting.
And then by Jannetty, and all the time it is Shawn Michaels who is paying the dear, dear price.
And the fans are chanting support for Shawn. He can barely stand up at this point, Rob. Get up. If you could just get on the other side of that ring to take off.
It is strictly instinct that is bringing him back into the ring. Adonis whipping Michaels, who gets out of the way.
That'll stop him.
Man, he got out of the way fast.
That will truly stop anyone in their tracks.
And how
Hiya.
can Shawn Michaels be able to pick
Oh,
up
missed.
Adrian Adonis?
He missed.
Got to get out of there now.
Adonis rolled out of the way of that knee drop, and Michaels is in trouble again. Jannetty, you see, going crazy on the other side, trying to get that tag.
Oh, goodness.
A suplex, a snap.
That wasn't a very good move.
Again, Michaels.
Should have gone for the tag.
Flat on his back. And here's Bob Orton.
I don't know how much more this young wrestler can take.
This is going to be the neck breaker.
Oh. That is a new breaker. Stopped him dead.
It stopped me in my tracks for a moment as I looked at Shawn Michaels to see if he is indeed.
It does kind of sound like Robin, like Rockin' Robin. I don't know when she went to WWE.
That really drilled him in the forehead.
Well, it is legal to use that second rope. If he had climbed up on top, he would have been disqualified.
And here's a headbutt by Bob Orton. If and when Marty Jannetty ever gets in there, Shawn Michaels is going to need a long rest before he's going to be able to help and contribute to this match I don't care how resilient these two young men are. Michaels has taken just a ton of punishment.
Get over there now and Craig.
Oh!
He wants to get his legs in, but he's got to be smart and hang on. He's had enough.
Come on, Sean! Roll over!
Not that we're prejudiced, Rod, but 60-minute time limit.
The crowd is going wild!
Finally, just kind of like stretched out for it.
There goes the
Somersault by Adonis. Orton.
He's ready for 20 more wrestlers in the ring. He is ready for revenge.
Marty Jannetty, and all the time you see Shawn Michaels laying flat on his back on the apron. A cover here by Jannetty. A count of two. And here it is Orton dragging Jannetty from the outside of the ring. And both Orton and Adonis, or at least it's Orton, working on Marty Jannetty. All right, one-on-one is fine.
Oh, they might get a count out here. Double count out.
Here is Shawn Michaels, who has gotten back with it and is pounding away, but not for long. As Orton comes over and crashes Michaels, and then
Marty
crashes
should be
Jannetty.
stopping this match. It's totally out of control. No way can this continue. I don't even know who's supposed to be pinning who in there.
Miller is counting in the ring, and if he reaches 10, there will be a double disqualification.
Yep, double count out, double disqualification, whatever.
An unbelievable battle with this foursome.
And now, suddenly, they're back in the ring again. It's Jannetty and Orton.
Oh, he's ringing the bell. He's ringing the bell.
Shawn Michaels is inside.
They've got something good in store for Bob Orton.
Let's watch and see what it is.
Oh, you may need an ace bandage after this.
You not only saw it, you heard it.
That's it. It's over.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Referee Marty Miller is saying ring the bell. And we'll have to wait and see what the decision is.
Double count out, I think.
No
Or double
contest
disqualification.
with Marty Miller. Now, whether that means the match is completely out of control or whether they are disqualified for all of them being out of the ring too long, exactly what we will have to wait and see. But Marty Miller has ruled this no contest. And so, what it means in essence is the fact that those two, that being Bob Orton and Adrian Adonis, do not win the championship of the world. Those two do not win the match, but they do not lose the championship belt.
Well, that's what kind of an athlete Shawn Michaels. He was willing to come back in even with all he's been through at the end of the match and take him on again. I give them both tremendous credit, especially Shawn in this one. He took a severe beating.
What a brutal match you have just watched here between the champions who remain the champions, the Midnight Rockers, and Marty Jannetty and Adrian Adonis and
Okay, so a few things about that match. I really liked it because sorry. We're gonna do this one next. Okay, so I really like that match. Sorry if I was on mute there. Just trying to turn off my heater because I don't need it right now. I really liked that match because I really liked when I watched the Dark Side of the Ring of Adrian Adonis. I really liked him as a person because he was very, he loved his wife very much and would call her, 3 and 4 times a day. I think that's really something to aspire to when you have, your soulmate with you. And I do think he really had his soulmate. He loved his girls, really loved his girls. And I think he's a stand-up guy. Bob Orton Jr., he a real stand-up guy. I really think him and Randy had a lot of, pizzazz. I wasn't really much for Randy Orton. I have to say, um, I mean, I was, but I wasn't. You know, Randy was kind of, he was in the WWF, and then, to be honest, I kind of wasn't watching when Randy sort of became Randy Orton, the Viper. I kind of stopped watching it because there was no point. Curt was not going to be on anymore. Of course, that really broke my heart, that Curt would no longer be on it. But I just think that, a lot of things changed over the years. I really didn't get to see Joe's career either. And I feel bad about that because I would have loved to have, watched Joe perform. I got to see a little bit. And from what I saw, I was amazed. I mean, he was just like Curt, only, it wasn't Curt. But this was a great match. Again, I wasn't much for the Rockers. I mean, Marty Jannetty was okay. I wasn't really much for Shawn Michaels, especially when he went heel and got away from the Rockers. But I think, I think this was a good match. I definitely think it was a great match, because of, you had Ace. He was known as Ace in AWA. Ace Bob Orton Jr. And of course, he is second generation. Bob Orton Sr. was in the 40s and 50s, as you heard. I think that was Robin. I think that was Rockin' Robin then. Not too sure at this time who that was, but I'm pretty sure it sounded like Robin. It really did. Okay, so this one is Dustin Rhodes, Sting, Brian Pillman versus Rick Rude, Paul Orndorff, and Steve Austin. Of course, you had that Colonel Parker there. I believe that Colonel Parker guy was with, Sherry at one point when she was managing Harlem Heat, I believe, in WCW. And then I think he was kind of with her, and then she went away. No one really explained where Sherry went. I'm guessing she had gotten fired, but come see, come saw, right? All right. So let's get to this match.
Ric Flair. There's a revenge motive also. It's a man standing on the outside, Colonel Rob Parker, dressed in white. He wants revenge for having to don the chicken suit on WCW Saturday night back about 21 days ago.
Hey,
and
that was Rick
wants
Rude.
revenge on one.
Come on, Rick.
Brian.
Come on, Rick.
All right.
Boy, there's a lot going on, Tony.
There are several people I like here. Steve Austin, of course, Rick Rude. I do like Paul
I wonder
Orndorff.
if I can get word from the rest
I
of
do
them
like Dustin Rhodes, and I do
anyway.
like Brian Pillman. So
Well,
the only person I
you
don't
heard
like
me,
in this
Tino,
match is really
say
Sting.
Cactus Jack and Max Payne will be on the wrestling hotline tonight for our post-event program if they are able. So make sure you give them a call to see about their condition.
If they're able. Those two half-wits will probably try out for the Olympics tomorrow.
Half-wits? Sting, don't do that again.
These two men have battled for the world title, for the U.S. title. They know each other quite well.
Come on, Rick. Kick his butt, Rick.
And Rude and Sting will, I guess, officially lock up to begin this match.
Come on, Rick.
Well, forget about the lockup.
Get him.
Rude.
I don't like Sting.
Forearm shots.
No!
Sting! Leveling Rude!
Well, that's the way to start it, Sting. You want to get their attention, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
He best dropped
to you,
Rude so
Sting.
high, he almost left the building. Now that woman there, that's not Sting makeup she's got on. That's just her makeup.
Probably.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, she's Miss Albany, Georgia. Won it 6 years in a row.
for that,
Yeah,
for that
right.
paint job too, I guess. Well, there's Sting fans everywhere. I think the best news is that Colonel Parker's on the outside of the cage.
Look at the Colonel. He's pacing back and forth. And you know they're going to start using the cage.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know
duh.
Tony, I could
That's
get
the
hurt out here.
point.
Bobby, what makes this cage, this Thunder cage, different than other cages is that
They're
to
going to be
use the
blading,
cage,
of
you must
course.
take your opponent out of the ring. Regular cage match, all they
Come
got
on,
to do is
Paul.
whip your opponent to the ropes and he would hit him against the
Mr.
cage.
Wonderful.
Right.
That's not the case here. You got to go outside to the floor first and then use the cage.
Think if you throw a man over the top rope here and he hits the cage and bounces off the floor. It'd be like hitting the ball.
Come on,
in the Fenway
Steve.
Park. And you can't climb out of this thing.
I know, it's a horrible thought.
Being in there's a horrible thought.
Stunning Steve.
Steve would go on to become Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Sting, shoulder block. Steve up toe. Oh,
Uh-oh.
He blew his knee.
Not
Now what would
again.
happen? Would he have to go back to the dressing room? Would it be 3 against 2?
No, get the knee. There's the great move.
Oh, no, there it is.
Not the Scorpion Death drop, lock or
He
drop.
ducked the clothesline.
Oh, thank
Sting
the goddess
taking
for
on
that.
everybody.
But he
Get
can't
him.
beat everybody.
One,
There's too many
two. Aw.
Almost. They hooked the tights
Come on,
as well.
Steve.
Well, that's,
Remember,
I think Steve was playing a little possum.
whoa, my right hands.
that's the United States champion in there.
That's right.
Stunning Steve Austin.
And he can't leave the ring area. He's caught with the Thunder cage. Now they're on the outside.
Yeah, that's not good.
And
Oh, Brian, get out of there. Oh, no thanks.
Tony, I've never seen anything like Super Bro. This is great.
Well, not again.
With permanent check marks on his back. Rolls him in.
Check mark. What are you
The
talking
Stinger.
about, Tony Schiavone?
Flying Bryant. Uh-oh. Do you remember how to film Stunning Steve?
Well, there's no love lost here, is there?
Not at all.
I mean, they were
They
tag
made
team
a
partners,
wise
and I
move,
think
dumping the weak link
one
of the team.
I don't know.
That's what he
Uh,
told me.
That's what
when
he
they
told
broke
you.
him up,
They
I think
were
Austin
certainly one of
turned
the
on
greatest tag
Brian.
teams ever. Dominant team of 1993. Now enemies. Brian on the outside. He hit the apron.
Oh my gosh.
And they're going at it. Flying Brian chasing Stunning Steve. Oh my! He hit
Ouch.
his forehead on the rail.
Boy, did
On
he
the
ever.
Thunder
I think he's
cage.
going to blade
Look
there.
at the size of this cage. Look at this. Look at this, Tony.
Dustin Rhodes.
I mean, it's a little different from Fall
Who is
Brawl,
legal? Or does it
the,
matter?
you know,
I think
enclosed
Stunning
cages.
Steve
You
and
know.
Flying Brian are. Watch out again.
Oh, not again.
Yeah.
Get him, Paul.
But Orndorff's doing a number out here
Yeah.
on Brian Pillman.
Oh, Brian bladed.
He's opened him up. He's bleeding a little bit from the forehead.
Well, Flying Brian's not flying, is he?
No, he's
No, he
grounded.
isn't. And he bladed already.
a look at Ravishing Rick Rude. WCW International World Champion.
Gosh.
He did not come to the Thunder Cage with a belt on. Neither did Stunning Steve. Belts do not matter here. This is a grudge match of epic
International.
proportions. Settling it all in the Thunder Cage. And the year's
Rick
just
was
begun.
international champ.
What is the rest of the year going to be
Ew.
like here at WCW?
Please tell me he did not do it. I think he just
Brian
did.
hit the top or hit the
Rick,
top of
that's
his head on the
disgusting.
Thunder
No.
Cage. He's cut.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And Rude
Ow.
making sure that the injuries continue. Look at Stunning Steve. He's still down. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Just beating Flying Brian down the corner. Remember, Randy Anderson realizes no disqualification. He can stomp, he can choke, he can use every device possible to win a match. Six-man Thunder Cage. First time ever. A double Thunder Cage event on pay-per-view.
Yikes. Ouch.
Flying Brian's got to get back to his corner. You see? He should have ran right for his corner.
You're right. That's a good point, Bobby. Waistlock.
Oh, my.
Belly to back. On the neck.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
Wow, you are seeing some great action here. Tag.
Oh boy. Okay, tag. Come on, Rick. Go easy on Brian,
It's
okay?
a Flying Brian, a helpless Flying Brian right now. World champion Rick Rude.
World champion. All right.
Up top.
Go Rick Rude. Oh.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
He couldn't get up. The fans were behind him. Dustin and
This is
Sting.
it.
1, 2.
Oh.
Dustin and Sting were encouraging him on, but he could not get up.
Well, he's got to get to that corner,
I love
Tony.
it. Rick Rude.
That's the only
Get
thing that'll save
him
his
out.
hide. And I hope Flair's back there watching this. You know Vader is. You know Vader can't wait to use this, I would say, a couple of tons of steel to his advantage. Flair's best bet is to turn the TV off. He don't want to see this.
Now, I'm not sure if Vader's watching this or not. He
No
may be tearing
offense,
up another
but screw
dressing.
Ric
He
Flair.
may have smashed his TV.
I don't like Ric Flair.
Stunning Steve. And once again, a helpless Flying Brian. Oh my, they're just taking their shots at Flying Brian.
Well, like you say, anything goes, no disqualification. Don't do it. I can't wait to see this Saturday on WCW Saturday Night. Just see if anybody will be able to walk.
Yes. That's a good point, Bob.
I bet you most of the wrestlers here will be in body casts.
Knee. A miracle that Flying Brian could get to his feet. Oh, boy, did he ever! What a move! How about that?
Wow. That was a drop kick when he tried to do something.
Well, Sting wants in there. So does Dustin Rhodes.
Tag to Orndorff. Tag to Sting. Sting, the fresh man, needed in.
Well, he about took Rude's head off.
Stunning Steve back out. In the ropes. It's clothesline-omania.
And Paul Orndorff is in the wrong neighborhood.
Totally on the other side.
Orndorff in trouble.
Oh.
Right in front of us.
Tony, look at him. Look at him, Tony.
What? I'd rather not. Sit down, Bob.
I had to see this closer.
Yeah, be quiet, Tony Schiavone, really.
That's what our cameras are for. Watch your monitor here.
The excitement level, I can't help it.
That's right. You tell him, Bobby.
Again, Orndorff. Orndorff's.
He's opened up. I think it's his eyebrow.
Yeah, it's first time for the natural.
The natural. We've seen that before.
From
The
Dusty.
natural Dustin Rhodes igniting this crowd. Boy, he's ready to fight. One, two, count along with us, Bob. We're up to 5.
No.
Well, it's not like I have to take my shoes off.
You tell him, Bobby. Screw you, Tony Schiavone.
Great desperation move by Orndorff.
You know, it's got to be a hard thing for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to watch his son in the ring in this kind of a match inside of a thunder cage. You know, the feelings of a father. Imagine him watching this. I think it's funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
Tag, Rude. Dustin, who hit the turnbuckle hard, gathers his senses back. Right hand. What a night of action we're seeing.
Here he goes.
Bulldog.
Now, what was that?
Tremendous. Give Rude a lot of credit. He was in the clutches of the Bulldog, and the
Yeah,
only thing he
Rude.
did was allow Dustin's momentum to take him over.
And his strength, the way he picked the man up and set him down that top turnbuckle.
That's right. Whoa, my goodness. We
Whoa.
may have a middle turnbuckle belly to back, and that's what we got.
Okay. Come on,
You are
Rude.
seeing 6 of the greatest
Come on, Rick.
wrestlers in the world. 6 of the greatest athletes in the world.
Except for Sting.
And Don't stop there. We've been seeing it all through the night with Terry Taylor, with Diamond Dallas Page, Harlem Heat, the Equalizer, Johnny B. Bad, the Freebirds, Regal and Arn. And what about the four nuts we saw a minute ago?
Those outpatients, they got me on that one.
Cactus Smacks, Nasty Boys.
Oh, I'm glad I'm retired and not in there.
You mean with Cactus Jack?
Yeah, the secret of this kind of a match is very simple.
Oh,
You got to keep the man in your corner on the floor so you can utilize the cage. You just have to. Well, Pillman's back on his feet. So's Orndorff. And Dustin is still fighting.
Yes, sir.
thanks.
Well, that's a family trademark. Stunning Steve!
Oh! Oh my! He could have broke his leg.
He may have turned the knee.
Colonel Parker is livid.
Yikes.
He may, have,
Colonel Parker's beside himself.
he may have busted an ankle. No, he's still back in there. Boy, give the U.S. champion a ton of credit. Does
We
not
do,
know the
because he
meaning
would
of the
go
word
on to
quit.
be WWF champion and one of the highest paid superstars in the world.
In the ropes.
Is it that they're
It's a
that
shame
tough or they too dumb
WCW
to
didn't
quit?
see that.
No, it's that they're that tough.
That has to be.
Oh, gosh.
It was the back of the head of Dustin and the mouth of Stunning Steve. Flying Brian.
Oh,
But don't forget, he's hurt. He's been opened up.
You can see it, but he's got a lot of energy left, apparently. Big back body drop.
oh,
Look at
jeez.
that.
Not both of
So
them.
much for that conference.
Oh, he sees it.
That's right. He sees red. Literally. We got all six. It's Thunder Cage.
Tony, I'll see you in the parking lot. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Tony, who knows where they're going to go? They might tip the cage over on us. Look at this.
Why would they tip the cage
Rude is
over?
out. Double team.
Who's
Flying
legal?
Brian is.
Look at this.
1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match,
Yeah, get him, Rude.
Flying Brian, Sting, and the Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Sting and Root.
They're still going at it, Tony.
Sting and Root are still going at it.
Let me out of here.
Oh,
Gotcha.
he slammed the door. He slammed the door on Sting. He gave Sting the Rude Awakening on the
Rude
floor.
awakening.
Sting is down and out.
Boy, did he take one in the face with that door.
You're right. He took it
Gotcha.
to the door and then a Rude Awakening. The referee is over Sting right now.
Boy,
Yeah,
he
good
got a
job, kid.
move. Look at this. Sting picks up Flying Brian.
Wow. Is all I can say to that. Wow. All right. I think we're done with that because we're coming down to the nitty-gritty. So what did I think of that? You guys already know Rick Rude was awesome. Steve Austin, awesome. Like I said, I didn't like Sting, so I kind of like chuckled when he shut the cage door on his face. Of course, everyone knows that Curt would do that to Ric Flair in 1997 at Fall Brawl. So I think, that was a great match. I like seeing all those guys. I think those, well, except for Sting. Of course, I don't like Sting. But Brian Pillman always reminded me of like a young Curt Hennig, when he was, in his prime and stuff. I mean, he was always in his prime. But, I mean, with the long hair, he always reminded me of like, Mr. Perfect. And I wonder if sometimes if Rick Rude also, thought that. He was very energetic and had that charisma that Curt did. And it's just a shame what happened to Brian. Hopefully, like I said, we'll see Alexis King probably go to the main roster. At least I hope so soon enough. I did see on X that Brock Steiner, who is Scott Steiner's son, is signing a WWE contract to go to NXT. So wow, or that Evolution or something. But basically he'll be on the beginner roster and learn how to wrestle and stuff. If he's anything like Braun Breaker, holy cow, we're gonna have some great matches there. Amazing matches. Like I said, I wish I had seen Joe's career. I definitely think I wish Joe would watch this show, because I'd be like, Joe, please go back. I think Triple H would definitely give you a fair shake in this, but I'm sure Joe has better things to do. But anyway, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to get everything ready, just in case there's no foul ups, and we'll be right back with you on the flip side. Okay, and just like that, we're back, guys. So I just want to do this right before we do start. For those on audio, we are on season 5, episode 25 of Primetime Wrestling. So it's June 19th, 1989. And of course, you should see we are 28 minutes in, 28:31. You should see Bobby and Gorilla. They are basically, they are promoting the Hulk Hogan movie, which was No Holds Barred at the time. So that's what you should see if you are watching along on a different tab or window or whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit play.
There's no point even discussing anything. If you want anything intelligent, at least, folks, you're not going to get out of him this week. It's obvious. What? Roll it. It's not time to roll it. I'd like to talk about your friend Zeus, if we could.
Let's talk about Zeus. I may have him as a guest here.
Tiny Lister should have stayed an actor.
Why may I not? Well, number one,
he couldn't wrestle.
You have to lead him by the hand in order to find the building here.
I mean, I have to agree.
Number two, he wouldn't have anything to say when he got here. Let's go to ringside.
Perfect. Yeah, Mr. Perfect. We love you, Mr. Perfect.
This guy's perfect, Jesse.
Yes.
Well, he's as close, I think, as you can get, McMahon, in the world of wrestling and outside of it. I mean, I've seen him shoot golf. I've seen him shoot pool. And he seems to do everything perfectly.
There you go.
Plays hockey.
Nice
takedown. Oh, come on. You step on the back of the guy's head? Come on, Jesse.
Ooh, get him.
I didn't do it. Why are you yelling at me?
Perfect had a few comments a little bit earlier on. Let's take you to those comments now.
I just saw Hogan's new movie, No
Did you really?
Holds Barred. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was very good. But it's not quite
perfect. Yeah.
You and Mr. Perfect now. You know that? From now on, you know who Mr. Perfect is.
Yeah, anyway. The heck with that guy.
Oh, he's arrogant, but you have to believe in yourself, McMahon.
Right.
You believe in yourself, but you have to compete like this.
Yes.
I personally know why he's this way. Why? His father.
No, you can't blame Larry Hennig for this. You cannot blame Larry Hennig.
Pick up some of those remarks in the ring here. And Mr. Perfect setting up JT Thomas. Nice reversal by Thomas. Leapfrog by Thomas underneath. Round and round. And
oh.
Starting right around. Thomas on top.
Come on, Kurt. I mean, Mr. Perfect.
Shifting for the ride to the far side. Here comes the
yeah.
Oh, and Perfect caught him with that perfect forearm right there.
That's the ass.
Beautiful move. Took Thomas right off his feet with that one.
Perfect flex.
Cinching up now. Front face lock. No. Uh-oh, going for the perfect plex, I believe.
He's got
1, 2, 3.
Tough to get out of that hole.
Very tough. I've seen no one escape as of
Here
yet.
is your winner, Mr.
The World Wrestling Federation, and not hard to understand.
All right, we are done with this episode, guys. I just want to say a few things. I will try to be back next week, of course, because hopefully I'll be 100%. Right now I'm about 60. But I just want to let everyone know that I really enjoy this stuff, and I hope you do too. you know, that we get to watch along to some of Curt's matches, especially in 89. Because eventually Lanny will come into the picture, and then we'll have Lanny and Curt. And of course, though, this is sort of like the beginning of the push. I mean, Brett would go on to say in his book that they were trying to push Curt and get him ready for Hogan, and it was kind of Hogan that axed the whole thing. So I don't think that was fair, and Hogan is Hogan, but I mean, what can you do, right? All right, so I hope everyone enjoyed that. I immensely enjoyed it, of course. I always do with Curt. But this would be the start of, you know, when he's trying to be pushed for Hogan. And as we all know, that Hogan push just kind of died because of course, because of, you know, Hogan axing it. So, but anyway, on a happier note, everyone is going to hear shameless plugs now. And then for YouTube, you guys are going to hear just a little blurb about the AI song at the end. Again, guys, this song really gets me emotional, especially because, you know, on the 10th, we did lose Curt. And yeah, he's gone, but he's not forgotten. We're going to try to keep him alive as much as possible here in this show. And I mean, it's dedicated to him. So, of course, we want to remember the greatness that was Curt Hennig. And I hope you guys will be back with me again. We will have more matches to watch. And of course, we'll have another Curt Hennig match to watch. I'm debating with myself if I want to show the Jerry Lawler and Curt Hennig match. I mean, I really do, but maybe as like a main event thing. Like we'll have 3 matches and then we'll show the Curt Hennig and Jerry Lawler match. So I think I'm doing that next week. But stay tuned. For everyone on Rumble, you guys will hear shameless plugs, and then you'll hear the AI song, because I don't have to tell you guys that it's AI. You guys already know. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and we'll see you here back next week. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.
Okay, guys, this is where we're going to do some shameless plugs here. So the first shameless plug, if you could please go over to my other show, which is Black Magic Talk. I will put the links in all the description fields. Just to, if you could just kind of browse it, if you are not only a wrestling fan, but you like Wicca or paganism, and you'd like to learn more about it. We just did some recent episodes. So if you'd like to hop over there, just click the link in the description field. If you would like to give to the Black Magic Talk Patreon, that link will be in the description field. And again, if you would like to have a tarot reading on the show, you can DM me on X. My link for that X will be in the description field. If you would like to do one off the show, you can also just DM me and I will give you my rate. My co-host is Matt Collins. He can also give you a tarot reading on the show or off the show. If it's on the show, all you would have to do is become a Patreon supporter for $5 a month. You get all kinds of perks. And again, we can let you know when you can come on the show. And if you'd like to do it off the show, Matt can definitely give you his rating for doing tarot. The next shameless plug I would like to do is, of course, Pro Wrestling Talk will always be on Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is scheduled to change, but Angel and I will let you know on the Wrestling X. So if you would like to DM us at any time, me and Angel, my link will be in the description field for my Wrestling X, and that is for Pro Wrestling Talk, and also for this podcast, Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. If you would like to give to the Patreon, I have for Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. Again, you can go and look in the description field. It should be there. I have $1, $3, $5, and $10. The other show is just $1, $5, and $10. Or no, I'm sorry, it's $3, $5, and $10, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. But if you could give thank you in advance. If you'd like to ask any questions for pro wrestling or Black Magic Talk, you are free to direct message me on X, or Angel, my host for Pro Wrestling Talk. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday, unless it is scheduled to change, but we will definitely let you know beforehand. So, of course, this show, I'm going to do a shameless plug for this show. Again, $1, $3, $5, and $10 you can contribute on Patreon. If you would like to give on Cashapp, I will take donations on Cashapp, but direct message me on X if you would like to do that, and I will give you my handle. So if you have any questions like about the show or any technical questions, you can always direct message me on my X, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. The next shameless plug I would like to do is for Hardlands Media, Kit Cabello, someone I call a good friend of mine. Please check him out. He is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, and that would be 10 p.m. Eastern. So 9 a.m. Central, he is Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, depending on when you can catch him in a good mood for a Saturday brunch. If he does do Saturday brunch, I usually am sleeping or at work, so but check him out. He's really good on politics, and I have the pleasure of calling him friend. Some more shameless plugs. If you could also subscribe to Angel in the Afternoon. He does a great job on politics as well, and that's Angel in the Afternoon, and he's usually on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. That is also scheduled to change. If you have any questions about it, he'll usually let you know. And he will definitely, you can direct message him if you need to get a hold of him. The last one is Deconstructing. His name is Dave. I really recommend him too. He has a little podcast on YouTube. All you'd have to look up is Deconstructing Topics, and he does some really good stuff. I really recommend you guys check him out. Subscribe to everybody I just said here, and check them out. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody. Hey, Curt Hennig fans, just want to let you know that the ending outro song is AI generated. Again, it is AI generated. Thank you all for listening. And remember, everyone, no one beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.
He walked into the ring, a legend set to soar. In the flashing lights, you could hear the crowd roar. With a twinkle in his eye, a swagger in his stride, Curt Hennig, he was more than a star in their eyes. From the farms of Minnesota to the wrestling hall, he stood undefeated through it all. A father, a friend, a hero we'd see, perfect in the memories for you and me. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rise to his feet. Though he's gone now, a hero we'd see, perfect in the memories for you and me. In the quiet of the evening, stars shining bright, you'd hear tales of his glory long into the night. With a grip like of ice and a smile that gleamed, he lived every moment like out of a dream. His days in the sun and the nights in the cold, the stories of Curt never grow old. Remember the laughter, battles hard fought, perfectly missed, but never forgot. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With he arrives to his feet. Though he's gone now, his legend's still strong. Here's to Curt Hennig.